I still remember the exact sentence that flipped my whole world upside down. Sign over 20% of your business. Tonight. Yeah, just like that. No how are you, no we miss you, no fake hugs. Straight business. Like I was some random person, not their daughter, not their blood. They walked into my restaurant like they owned the place. No booking, no call, no nothing. Just vibes and audacity. Table 4. My best table. Corner spot, soft lighting, perfect view of the city skyline. People wait weeks to sit there. And there they were. My father sipping wine he didn't pay for, my mother scrolling her phone like she was at a bus stop, and my brother leaning back like some broke king, acting like success is contagious and he just caught it by sitting there. Funny thing is, that chair he was sitting on, I bought it. That table, I designed it. This whole place, built from zero, from stress, sleepless nights, and straight-up struggle. And them? They weren't there for any of that. Not once. Not when I was crying over unpaid bills, not when I was eating noodles for dinner 3 nights in a row, not when I got my first investor, not when I opened this place. But suddenly, now they're here. Crazy, right? My manager, Aisha, came to me looking all nervous. There's a family asking for you. They say you'll understand. Oh, I understood. I just didn't expect them to show up like this. I walked out slow, calm, no drama. But inside, yeah, my chest was tight. Because when people from your past show up out of nowhere, it's never for something good. I stopped at the table. Didn't sit, didn't smile, just looked at them. You need to leave, I said. Simple, clean. My dad laughed like I told a joke. We're not here to eat, he said. We're here to fix something. Fix? Nah, they came to take. Big difference. Then he slid the paper across the table. Already prepared, already printed, already planned. That right there told me everything. This wasn't a conversation. This was a setup. 20%, he repeated. Your brother needs it. I didn't even touch the paper. You got a lawyer to take my business? I asked. We got a lawyer to help family, my mom said. Family. Man, that word hits different when it only shows up when people need something. I looked at my brother, just once, and for a split second, I saw it, that little flicker, that tiny bit of guilt, but it disappeared fast, like it never existed, and he went right back to acting like I owed him something. That's when it hit me. They didn't come here to ask. They came here expecting, like I was still that same girl, the one they could control, the one who stayed quiet, the one who didn't fight back. Yeah, not anymore. But I didn't snap. I didn't yell, because anger, that's what they wanted. That's what people like them feed on. Instead, I smiled a little. The calm kind. The dangerous kind. Give me till closing, I said. We'll talk. My dad leaned back like he already won. That smug look? Yeah, I'll never forget that. I walked back into the kitchen, and that's when everything changed. Not emotionally, strategically. Because here's the thing. I didn't build this life by reacting. I built it by thinking 3 steps ahead. Always. I grabbed my phone, typed one message. They're here. Need you. That's it. No explanation, no drama, just that. And the reply came instantly. On my way. Now let me tell you something real quick. Everyone needs that one person. Not family, not friends who disappear when life gets messy. I'm talking about someone solid, someone sharp, someone who doesn't panic when things go sideways. For me, that was Zara. She wasn't just a lawyer, she was the reason I didn't lose everything years ago. Because while my family was busy pretending I didn't exist, I was out here cleaning up the mess they left behind. Yeah, they thought I didn't know. About the loan, the one taken in my name, the one that nearly destroyed my credit, the one that took me years to fix. Funny how people forget their actions, but expect you to forget the consequences. I didn't forget. I just waited. Because timing is everything. Zara walked in like she always does. Calm, sharp, no nonsense. She didn't ask unnecessary questions, didn't waste time, just listened. And when I finished talking, she looked at me and said, "You want to end this or you want to finish it?" That question, that right there, changed everything. Because yeah, I could have kicked them out, called security, ended the whole thing in 5 minutes. But then what? They walk away, and everything stays buried. All the lies, all the damage, all the years of silence. Nah, I wasn't doing that. I want everything on the table, I told her. And she smiled. Not a happy smile, more like, all right, let's play. That kind of smile. She opened her laptop, started typing. Fast, focused, dangerous. She'll need to keep them there, she said. Make them comfortable. Comfortable was the key, because people talk more when they feel safe, when they believe they're winning, when they believe you've already given up. So yeah, I went back out there, put on the act, soft voice, calm face, even ordered them more wine, because sometimes the best way to win is to let the other side think they already have. I sat down again, looked at them, and said the one thing they were waiting to hear. I'll help. My mom's face lit up. My dad relaxed. My brother finally looked at me properly, like maybe, just maybe, he thought I still cared the same way. But what they didn't realize was this wasn't help. This was closure, and they were about to sign their way into it.
And after that night, everything slowly began to settle. But the truth is, settling doesn't mean everything becomes okay. It just means you learn how to live with what's been broken. You know how when the kitchen door closes, the noise outside gets a little muted? That's how it felt, that night too. I was back at the stove, orders coming in, plates going out, but inside, there was this strange calm. For the first time, it felt like I wasn't running anymore. I was standing, firm, in my own place. Priya gave me a small smile and just said, "You good?" I nodded. "Yeah, I'm good." And for once, I actually meant it. That night, the police didn't even need to step in. They left on their own. Table 7 stayed empty for a while, then some random couple sat there and ordered dessert. That's life, right? Your biggest breakdown happens and the world still keeps moving. Someone else is sipping coffee in the exact spot where your life almost cracked. The next morning, when I opened the restaurant, sunlight poured in through the glass, just like I used to imagine back when I was 23, broke, and running on nothing but a dream. I placed my hand on the counter and whispered, "We made it." Diana wrapped up the legal side, clean, tight, airtight. Tyler's loan was official now, structured, controlled. Every month the payment came in, on time. No calls, no arguments, just a quiet reminder that things had changed. And the weird part? I didn't hate him. Not my brother, not even my parents. They just didn't have the same place in my life anymore. Once they were everything. Then they became silence. Now they were just background noise. One day at a grocery store, I saw a girl arguing with her mom. "You never listen," she shouted. Her mom fired right back. And I stood there thinking, family is such a strange thing. Sometimes it's too loud, sometimes it's completely silent, and both can hurt just as much. The difference is the moment you decide, enough, my turn now. 3 months later, I started expanding the restaurant, a new section, an open kitchen, and a small private dining room. I named it Second Chance. People thought it was branding. I knew what it really meant. One night after closing, I sat alone in that room. Dim lights, a single candle on the table. I took out my phone and played an old voicemail, my father's, the 4-minute one. This time, I listened to the whole thing. Then, I deleted it. Not out of anger, out of closure. Some things you have to hear fully, understand completely, and then let go. Otherwise, they hold on to you. My mother's last message was still saved. "I hope you're happy." The reply I sent that day, it still stands. I am. And it wasn't the kind of happiness that screams, "I won." It was quiet, steady, the kind that comes when you finally step out of someone else's story and start writing your own. I'm not perfect. I'm not some hero. I'm just someone who decided one day, I'm not going to sell myself short anymore. If you're listening to this and you've got your own table 7 moment coming where people show up uninvited asking for a piece of what you built, remember this: helping isn't wrong, but losing yourself in the process, that's a deal you should never sign. Because in the end, family isn't just about who shows up when they need something. Family is about who lets you grow without breaking you. And if you have to build that family yourself, trust me, that's the most powerful thing you'll ever create. That night, I turned off the kitchen lights, stepped outside, and locked the door. I brushed a little dust off the sign, my name shining back at me. I smiled and went home. The work will still be there tomorrow, so will life. But now, both are on my terms.